Today on Rappler. President Marcos names new chiefs of the Bureau of Corrections, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, and Commission on Audit. Carmona in Cavite may lose its title as the country's richest municipality with impending cityhood. Senator Robin Padilla brings up good looks while commenting on the popularity of K-dramas in the Philippines. A social weather station survey reports 12.6 million Filipino families think they are poor. Rishi Sunak of Britain's Conservative Party is considered the favorite to be the next Prime Minister. Actor Judi Dench accuses Netflix's The Crown of crude sensationalism. And pop superstar Taylor Swift drops her latest album Midnights, plus a surprise for fans. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. names Aquino-time military chief Gregorio Catapang Jr. the new Bureau of Corrections Director General. Catapang will temporarily replace Gerald Bantag, who is indefinitely put under preventive suspension by Marcos Jr. The BuCor under Bantag is in hot water after the alleged middleman in the killing of broadcaster Percy Lapid died inside the New Bilibid prison. Meantime, Marcos Jr. also appoints former Philippine National Police Special Action Force Commander Moro Virgilio Lazo as the new Director General of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. His appointment comes at the height of issues surrounding the arrest of Justice Secretary Boying Remulla's son, Juanito Jose, over alleged drug offenses. National Telecommunications Commission Commissioner Gamaliel Cordoba is also appointed as the new chairperson of the Commission on Audit. Cordoba's appointment comes more than 2 weeks after former Solicitor General Jose Calida resigned as COA chair. Carmona in Cavite will no longer be the richest Philippine municipality once it is converted into a component city. Carmona was the country's richest municipality in 2021, based on the Commission of Audit's annual financial report, with total assets of 6.21 billion pesos. The bill seeking Carmona's cityhood is approved by the Senate. Under Republic Act 11683, a municipality can be converted into a component city if it has an annual income of at least 400 million pesos for 2 consecutive years, and if it has a population of at least 100,000 or a land area of at least 100 square kilometers. Though Carmona's land area is less than 100 square kilometers, as of 2020, it has a population of 106,256, more than the minimum required. Senator Robin Padilla joins Senator Jinggoy Estrada in his frustration over Filipinos patronizing Korean dramas more than local shows. During the budget hearing for the Film Development Council of the Philippines, Padilla brings up appearances, as he asks FDCP Chair Tirso Cruz III why Filipinos prefer Korean works over our own.
Ito ay naguguluhan dahil kapag tumitingin naman kami sa salamin ng 5 sikat, mas pogi naman kami sa mga tiga South Korea. Wala namang inaayos sa amin. Kasi itong ilong ko, kahit sampukin lang ilang beses, wala inaayos dito.
Cruz says he believes it is because the Philippine entertainment industry has been left behind in terms of technology. In the same hearing, Estrada raised banning K-dramas, which earned mixed reactions online. Both Padilla and Cruz first made their name as actors before entering the government. A survey by the Social Weather Stations reports around 12.6 million Filipino families consider themselves poor in the first few months of the Marcos administration. The figures are higher from the September 2021 survey, where 45% or about 11.4 million Filipino families considered themselves poor. The October 2022 survey also finds 7.7% or around 2 million self-rated poor families were newly poor. This means these families feel they were not poor at least 1 to 4 years ago. Meanwhile, Filipino families who rated themselves food poor remain steady at around 8.7 million between June and October 2022. The figures come as inflation jumped as high as 6.9% in September. A recent Pulse Asia survey also finds around 42% of Filipinos disapproved of the Marcos administration's response to inflation. Following Liz Truss's resignation, many conservatives think Rishi Sunak is the only one who can solve the party's woes. For his supporters, Sunak's call for economic prudence to address Britain's rampant inflation and his criticism of Truss's fairy tale plans showed he is the right man to take over as British Prime Minister. Sunak was runner-up to Truss in the last elections. In 2020, Sunak was named Finance Minister just before the coronavirus pandemic hit. To some conservatives, he is the minister who got Britain through the pandemic. Sunak dropped the Conservatives' small state instinct to borrow massively and averted the risk of an economic depression. British actress Judi Dench calls on Netflix to add a disclaimer to royal drama The Crown, joining others criticizing the series' fictionalized storylines. In a letter to The Times, Judi says, "As the award-winning show approached present times, the more, quote-unquote, it seems willing to blur the lines between historical accuracy and crude sensationalism." Netflix says The Crown, which follows the reign of late Queen Elizabeth II, is fictional dramatization inspired by real events. Her letter follows other criticism, including former Prime Minister John Major's office denying that a scene showing King Charles's plotting with Major ever took place, and calling it a barrel load of nonsense. Some royal commentators have also voiced concern about the impact the show could have at the start of King Charles's reign. The 5th season of The Crown will premiere on November 9. Taylor Swift releases her much-awaited album Midnights, Friday, October 21. She also shares a teaser trailer for the music videos of the 13 tracks. Talking about the album, she writes, "Life can be dark, starry, cloudy, terrifying, electrifying, hot, cold, romantic, or lonely, just like Midnights." Taylor earlier revealed the tracklist for the album through a TikTok series called Midnight's Mayhem with Me. But later on Friday, the pop icon surprises her fans with Midnight's 3 a.m. edition. Taylor drops 7 more songs included in Midnights, 3 hours after its release. She tells fans, "I've been loving the feeling of sharing more of our creative process with you, like we do from the Vault tracks." And that's today's wrap. I'm Giselle Barrientos. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.